Hi everyone, I just wanted to show you how to start your chunky knit blankets. And I apologize, I am not a filmmaker. The yarn that I have here is Bernat Blanket Big. It is a size 7. You want to make sure that you're using a size 7 yarn because it's going to be bulky enough for you to use your hands with. Anything smaller and you might need a needle or a hook, I apologize. And this is like the 20th time I tried to film this video. Like I said, I'm not a filmmaker, so I do apologize. We're gonna take your yarn, you're gonna open your skein. You see I have wrapped ones here, and then I have the one that I have opened that I am using. So we're gonna take the yarn, you're going to take the end, fold it over, and kind of make a little loop. And then take your loop, fold it over again, put your fingers in the loop, grab the working yarn, which is the long yarn, and start pulling it. At the same time, grab your little yarn tail and pull tight, and that's going to give you this slip knot. Now, I like to make my beginning loops 3 fingers compared to 2 that we're going to be doing for the rest of the blanket. I'm just gonna pull this tight because that's gonna allow your foundation chain to be looser, and that's what you want. You want a looser foundation chain, because if it's too tight, your blanket will curl. So here we go. We have our fingers in the loops. We're gonna feed the working yarn through the first loop, pull it through, make it about the 3 fingers width that we need, pull it another loop, pull the working yarn through it, pull up another loop, and we're just gonna keep doing this till we have our desired number of loops for the size blanket that we're making. Again, the number of loops will vary based on the size of the blanket that you're making. Another important tip is to try not to let this curl or turn or twist, because that's going to make it really hard to work into when you're ready. All right. So I'm going to just say that this is the length I want just for now. And it's okay if they're a little big because they will tighten up. I'm going to flip it over, and now you see these back bumps in the chain, these bumps. That's what we're going to be working into. The last and first one on each row, you're going to leave open because this is going to be our side borders. So if you work into this back bump here, take 1 finger, feed yourself the working yarn, and pull it up to 2 finger widths now. Again, go into this back bump, pull up 2 fingers, back bump, 2 fingers. Here's the chains. You see the chains? They're going to be the 2 on the outside, the chains, and in the middle is the bump. So, chains and bump. They might be a little tight, and that's okay. Just stick with it. Go into all the little bumps. Pull up a loop about 2 fingers in height or width, however you want to say it. Going into the bumps, and now the last bump is going to be really tight regardless, because this is your slip and knot bump, and it's kind of hard to find. I promise you it is there. It is right here. Again, even I have difficulty. I mean, I'm still a beginner too, but even I have difficulty. And the last loop, we're going to do about 2.5 fingers, because that's going to be, again, our side borders here. Now we're going to work in the opposite direction back. You're going to put your fingers into the loop, pull up a loop, put your fingers into the next loop, pull up a loop. And what I do is I like to hold this one, because if you pull the yarn too tight, sometimes this one shrinks. So I like to hold the prior one as I go into the next one to pull up the yarn, because it makes sure that it doesn't change size. So again, I just hold this one, put my finger to this one, grab the working yarn, pull up a loop, hold this one. This is just how I do it. I think it's easier. Put your fingers in the loop, grab the loop, pull up the loop, and keep going. And now we're going to get to this side border right here. And I like to pull it up how it will be in the border. Put my hands through this way, and then pull up a loop about 2.5 fingers wide. And now we're working back the opposite way. Put your fingers in the loop, pull it up. It's really just this simple. It's just back and forth, pulling up loops through the loops. That's literally it. Basically, until you get to the last row, this is what you do. Just make sure that they're not twisted. So just pull it up, make sure it's straight loop, pull it here. You see how this one is kind of twisted right now? Just going to straighten it out, put my fingers through it, pull up the loop, give myself some more yarn to work with. Here's my side loop. I'm going to make sure it's nice and straight, put my fingers through it, pull up that loop 2.5 fingers wide or so. Now we're working the opposite direction again. Pull this up, and that's so on and so forth. And then you have this nice border. Since we went into the back bump of the foundation chain, you have this nice border already. So when you finish your blanket, you don't have to go back and do a border, because you will have, I know this is pretty big, I'm just doing it quick to show you, but you'll have this nice border around the sides already. So your blanket will already have a border, and you won't have to do one, which saves you time, money, and yarn. So I mean, that's pretty good. So that's why I like working into the back bumps of the foundation chain. You don't have to, it's just ultimately in the end, it's a time saver, a yarn saver, and a money saver. You just keep going. Unwind the yarn as you need it, and just keep going. When you get to the end, go from the outside, pick it up, pull that yarn through, start going in the opposite direction. Pull up a loop, pull up a loop, make sure it's straight, just pull it, pull up a loop, pull up a loop. This is so far. And like I said, I'm just doing this really quick to just give you an idea on how to do it. I'm not doing this one to actually make a blanket or make it professional looking. I'm just doing it so you have an idea. Here's this. I like to make sure it goes in the same direction. So put my fingers to the outside, put the yarn. Again, like see, this is your border already made. So yeah, it's nice, soft and fluffy. Oh, and I'll show you the front side. This is the right side. This will have the chain look all around. And this on the back side will have this pearl type stitch. This is called a pearl. So yeah, so I mean, this is going to be the front side and the back side of your blanket. You'll have 2 in 1. You don't have to use the front side as the right side. If you like how the back side looks more, show off that side. It doesn't matter. It's your blanket. But technically speaking, this is the right side or the front side with the stitches. And this is the wrong side or the back side with your pearls. Yeah. I guess that's basically it. When you get to the end, what you would do is you would just take this and this finger. You would make your last row a little bit looser, just like you did your foundation chain, because you would want the mobility to just basically, instead of using the working yarn, what you're going to do is you're just going to use the yarn like this. And this row is too tight. Hold on, maybe I can show you. I'll do one more round. I'm going to do this round extremely loose. I'm going to do this another 3-finger round just to show you how you would end your blanket. Hold on, need more room. Yeah, again, I'm making it really loose. I just kind of want to give you an idea quickly. You would do about 3 fingers in width on your last row, same as you did your foundation chain. And you would stop here. And you would just literally feed the yarn through like you did your foundation chain. And even this is still kind of too tight. But you see how you're getting this border? Don't mind this one. You're getting that border again already. And that's how you would do your end row. Instead of using working yarn, you will be using the yarn from the row next to it. And do this all the way over to the end. And this would be it. And then you would have your border at the top too. And then for this, it would be a long tail, and then you would just cut it. Maybe I'll make another video showing you how to end it. But for now, I just wanted to show you how to start it. Nope, that's it.